Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to your daily reading. This reading is for Thursday, October 17th, but the readings are timeless, okay? So let's just jump right in. First of all, this reading is brought to you by the Empress, by the letter P. So this is your energy, guys. This is the energy that I'm feeling at the bottom of your deck. But Spirit is asking me to acknowledge that it's kind of going to be the energy that you'll be moving into. Notice how both of these girls have the same color. They're showing me that right now what's going on is that you are having, I'm hearing a love transfusion. Oh, for some of you. Okay. So some of you are having a love transfusion. Spirit's words. But generally speaking, male or female, I feel that what's going on is an upgrade, so to speak. It's an evolution. It is a transformation. So we're going to rest that right here. Ding. That's why we have the Temperance en route to the Empress. But as I was starting this reading and as I started to do the cards, I heard the words, I'm being left behind. All right, so that tells me that a lot of you on this call may be feeling left behind. And the words verbatim were, I'm being left behind and I don't have a leg to stand on. But it's all about, as Spirit is chiming in, but it's all about transmuting the energies that are still hovering in your field as opposed to being fully left behind. So let's take a look at that simple message there. I'm seeing that if you're on this call, you may have had a tower moment. This card says ego collapse, but it's pretty much a tower moment. You guys, you guys may have had a tower moment that you are still dealing with. I'm also hearing the words tower movement. So some of you may have moved. For some of you, the tower may not have fallen, but it may have moved a bit as well. It may have cracked. It may have split. You may have heard rumblings. I think there were more than rumblings, to be honest. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I paused to go get a hot beverage. In fact, my hand's wet from still washing a cup. And the reading is still going on in my mind. Okay, I had to come back. Okay, I'm sorry. I needed a hot beverage to get my throat in order because it's so early and I'm up. And this reading is still happening without me. So I had to run back. All right. Let me continue. Where was I? Anyway, long story short, you guys are dealing with the tower moment. And for a lot of you, there was a shift that occurred because of this. If you can tell from this card right here, it's like this shift and this energy is trying to come up. It's trying to be given birth to. That reminds me, if you looked at my reading yesterday, then you will most likely be familiar with this message of birth that's been coming. I feel like Spirit is telling us that something is going to be given birth to. I'm seeing you grieving here, but I'm hearing the message here is to go on and grieve what you've lost, because you won't be missing that soon once this thing that's being given birth to breaks ground. Notice this grief. The message here is there's a lot of grief still hanging around you guys. That's why you're feeling this, the perspective that you're taking on this is I'm being left behind and I don't have a leg to stand on. But Spirit is saying all that is that grief energy. See it? It's these purple hues, purplish hues here. But they're saying, and some of you are still living under the moon's influence, God bless you, right? And oh my gosh. I have so many songs that were coming through. And like, I'm in the kitchen singing them. Okay. I'm sorry, let me write them down right here, because they're coming through at different parts of the reading. Thank you, Spirit. I think Spirit uses these songs to help you to feel the frequency that's going on. So if multiple songs are coming through, especially at different parts of the reading, it would be really wise to pay attention to that. How you consume it is your choice. You can like cue it up to play on a different device while you're in the reading, or you can listen after or before. But the song that I was getting here, and I will only try to sing it after my hot beverage is that song "Keep Me Hanging On." Okay, I gotta say it. I gotta rock it. You know that song? Oh my God, what are the words? Okay. Set me free, why don't you, babe? You know that song? Get out of my life, why don't you, babe? Ooh, 'cause you don't really love me. Okay, I gotta get my beverage. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. You just keep me holding on. Oh, hanging on. Something. There's a lot of hanging and holdings. All right, so that's the energy I'm feeling here. Now, guys. Yeah, I'm hearing the words broken record. This has been like a broken record for a lot of you. The going backs, the comings, the separations, the comings, the going backs, the this and that. And not to be ranchy, but when I hear the comings, I'm like literally hearing like, you know what we're hearing, okay? Yeah, so that's what I'm hearing. So a lot of you have been, coming and going, so to speak. Spirit is saying it's time to wash yourself. See this lady? It's almost like you're stuck in this place. Yeah, and that song, you get stuck, wait, I don't know the words. Stuck in a moment that you can't get out of. Yes, you've got to get yourself together. You've been stuck in a moment. Okay, I'm going to add that. I'm literally taking notes right now. Song. So far we have 3 songs. There are really 4, but I was dealing and I couldn't like write it down. Stuck in a moment that you can't get out of. All right, so just so you can feel the energy of those energies that Spirit is saying, I guess song is the best way to bring it to our conscious mind. But the reason why a lot of you have been stuck in this moment, so to speak, or stuck in this cycle, I'm seeing that here with the moon in this card, is because you needed enough evidence. See those mountains? You needed to hit rock bottom, so to speak. I'm a firm believer that nothing is wasted. So when you see people, like say with addictions or all sorts of things, and they just keep going back and going back and going back, we all know the familiar story that they're going to keep going until they hit rock bottom. And at rock bottom is when they're going to find their why. I once heard somebody on TV say that the moment you will never really kick a habit or an addiction or just until you can reach your why, until your why is strong enough. Why you're not going to do it anymore. It has to be strong enough, and I think that you've been going through this cycle for quite some time, and maybe you've been kicking yourself, but I think that you needed to get to this place where you were just tired of it and you hit your rock bottom, and now it's time to do the healing. And I'm seeing this is not only about a sew-up job, S-E-W, to sew you up. It's about transmuting. It's about letting things die. It's about waiting for new things to be given birth to. It's about enjoying the stillness of where you are. Even if, listen, you have to stay home every day and watch Judge Judy every day, God bless, shout out. But because you have nothing else to do for right now, they're saying that's what you're supposed to do right now. Just be in rest mode. Now, I'm seeing this same woman here in the withdrawal card deciding to bathe in those energies and transmute that energy. This is her. Super cute. Okay? To allow this energy to come in. Now, let's take a look at that energy because it definitely is making an appearance here. Let's look here. We know this energy. It's the energy that's going to be given birth to that will allow you to transform yourself. Excuse me. And I do get the Empress here. So if you're a male watching, maybe the Empress in your energy may be more of the Empress. But whatever you guys are, whoever's watching, I feel like this just speaks to transformation and an upgrade into something far bigger than, well, you are now, and far bigger than you can fathom as well. That's something I wrote here for this. See these 2 cards? This card here speaks to the energy that's waiting to come in, the energy that is waiting to be birthed. It's literally like right on you. It's on you like white on rice, basically. But you're too in this energy here. What does this energy look like for you guys? A lot of you, it may be the bitterness, it may be the withdrawal, it may be the depression, it may be the anger, it may be the checking out, like, I'm just done with this, I'm not dealing with this anymore. That's checking out, that's removing yourself and dissociating from the issue. Whatever it is that your heart and mind are trying to do to deal with the trauma of this, just be mindful that, once again, this same message keeps coming through for you guys. It's a cycle. Let it out, but acknowledge that it's a cycle. It's a cycle, it's aftermath. Aftermath is meant to be felt, culled, and released. And as you release, you will find that nature abhors a vacuum. As this tower hits, this energy is already ready to come in. Let's take a look, just as I'm saying that. Look at the colors, are very similar. The blue here, you've got this massive tower moment hitting, but where do you think the energy is coming from? It's like yin yang, right? In a sense, wherever this one energy is not, the other is. And so here you've got all this tower moment, this breakdown, this whatever, but you've got this other energy forcing its way in. So if you're ever like in a moment in your life, ever, generally speaking, and you're like, wait a minute, this thing is leaving, but nothing else is here to support it or come in, that's actually not true. That next job is already here. You can't lose one job and not have a next job. That next job is in the potential already. It's about you taking the steps in the non-physical that is necessary to bring that in. And so a lot of times we might be like, well, I got a cousin and he's been out of work for like 4 years and he's been doing everything he needs. Well, maybe that new job isn't the thing that was needing to be given birth to. Maybe it was something else in that moment, and it was already given birth to. You know, so sometimes for some people, the resting and being in non-action, in a state of non-action, is the very thing that's coming in for you. So a lot of times we need to stop and really discern what it is that's happening, what's coming in, because we fail to realize that sometimes we think that we know what the next step is. We think that we know what things should be, and we are completely off. And that's part of allowing ourselves to surrender. Okay, I'm all out of milk, so I have to. All right. Yummy. Okay, guys, thank you for waiting. So guys, what I'm hearing is you definitely are stepping into this new magician. I feel that if you're watching this reading and it resonates with you, you've already started your new beginning. A lot of you are living in the aftermath of it, and you need to allow this energy, this of grief and chaos and stress, to start to ebb out, so that you can bring in this energy that's actually literally waiting right in your energy field. It's so much so that when I do readings for people, private readings, a lot of times I would see that something is waiting to come in for them. So if you're not perceiving of that energy being energy that's waiting to be given birth to, please know that it's a matter of perception, and you need to speak with God and those energies to really help you to bring that in. Now, as I was doing these cards, Spirit said that you need to let in the new energy, which we know. They said that you need to harness that. The new form, they say, will be recognizable to you now. See, this is that new form. But look at it. It's trying to get in. And look at, oopsies. Aw, it's almost like they hugged. Oh my God, that's what it felt like. And kissed. Aw, God bless them. And see this? They're saying that these little butterflies are the little signs along the way about something that's waiting to come in for you. Now, when I was in the kitchen just trying to do my thing, get a hot beverage, God bless, I was hearing, wait, before I get to that, Spirit also says that this energy, this is unfathomable. Whatever image you have in your mind about what this is going to be, They're saying it's unfathomable. You don't know the extent of how great it is, and you just won't be able to recognize it at this time because, look, check that out. You're still here. But they're saying it's coming for you, and you need only to speak its name and call it in. They're so poetic at times, God bless. They're saying you need only to speak its name and call it in. And they drop the C word, conjure, okay? I don't use that word so lightly because it means to call something in. But, you know, when we think about it, the way it's been used over time, it just has a really, you know, negative connotation in many ways. But Spirit is choosing to use that word, so let's use it. You need to conjure this in. Bring it in, guys. Now, as I was trying to suit up with this hot beverage for the call, I heard Annie's song. We all love that song. Oh my God, it's one of my faves. You know that song? You fill up my senses. Remember that? Like a night in the forest. Oh my God, love that song. Anyway, thanks, John Denver. Yeah, everybody claps. That song was playing. This energy is coming in, and it is around you. It is completely around you. It has enveloped you. It is going to be something that you pull in. Check this out. I just realized because the colors are very similar. It's the star 2 times. Guys, stop it, okay? 2 times star energy. Remember, you're bathing here, waiting for this energy to come in. Here, it's all around you. Look at you. You are super cute in this blue. Now, as I was in the kitchen hearing that song and making my cafe latte, I heard one of you guys ask if this energy coming in could be a person. You know? It was like, can it be a person? It was so cute. Well, to that question, Spirit says it can. They're saying for some of you it can, but it won't come in for you until you're ready. They're saying to gather that up. Okay, I guess we know what that means. You can't let someone in when you are still in this negative feeling, all of this. You can't even broach a subject. They're saying some of you have tried to broach the subject of getting back together. You've tried to broach conversation with this other person, whoever it is that you want to bring back in. I'm feeling for some of you that this other person has a broken heart, and they no longer trust you, and they have no reason to be honest. You know, guys, I keep it real. I always let you guys know with love. I'm feeling that some of the stuff that you've done, it's almost like they have no reason to come back. And I'm seeing here in this card here, these 2 houses that maybe used to be together. This is them cracked and stuff, and this is you. You've split your own house over something, and it's cost you. For some of you, it is a third-party situation. I'm hearing the word zipper though from Spirit. I'm hearing that this could be zipped back together. This feels like if that sounds like your story, I feel that you have a chance to really make this come back together. Some of you, it's a marriage. They're saying, but you have to admit wrongdoing. They're saying this has to be an egoless drive. It has to be completely prideless. If you want that to happen, if you want that to be your reality, you've got to get out there and apologize, they're saying. And they're trying to, I'm seeing that you're trying to broach that issue, and they're not having it. I'm seeing this as them. They're completely resistant to this energy. But they're saying you got to, I guess it starts with an apology for whoever that is. But either way, whether or not you were the one in the wrong, I feel that some of you, this energy that is waiting to come back in could be a person, but they're saying you have to go through your rigorous stuff, your training, your letting go, your I'm hearing the word embalming, okay? But you have to do the healing work. Yes, so that's, yes, what else? Okay. So I'm seeing this star card here, and I'm feeling that this energy, once you decide to pick it up, I'm seeing you guys come to this energy as the Queen of Swords, male or female, and that tells me that you kind of are in this energy where for some of you it's truth. You want truth. You want whoa, dang. I heard commitment, and then I literally heard somebody say, I want that conniving little bitch out of my life. Damn, that is ma'am, that is a very harsh thing for this early morning. It is 6:27 in the morning where I am, and I was not ready for that, okay? That is exactly what I heard. So, okay, everyone's hearing different things, okay, and saying different things. But whatever it is, this is people coming to this energy with the Queen of Swords. A lot of you are wanting to have a transition. You're wanting to make cuts as necessary. I'm seeing banking here, finances. I'm hearing financial fraud. Some of you have been going through it with someone with financial fraud, and you are definitely okay, I'm just gonna put that down. I might get cut by that energy right now. The point is, a lot of you are coming to the table with that energy. Now, I feel that you're coming to be inspired by this energy, but I want you to know that, let's take a look at this lovely lady. She's the Queen of Swords, and she's not in a happy mood. She's not feeling too lovey-dovey. She's not in it right now, but she's cloaked with this purple energy. I purple from the card, but I don't know what color the energy is itself, but she's cloaked in this energy of this aftermath of this tower fall, this anger, this bitterness, this fear, this rejection, dejection, everything, devastation, everything. And she's coming to this new energy here. See, it's blue. I feel that once you take this sword and tap into this energy, this other energy that you're wearing, you will take off. Okay? In fact, Spirit is saying that you cannot fathom this energy. You cannot fathom what you're going to be turning into. You cannot, because right now you're not in a place energetically where you have the perception to see that. So if you're that bitter, for example, how can you see that you will be forgiving? You're like, no way, you know? That's because you haven't made the transition yet. So they're just saying to let in that energy. I'm seeing that transformation. You're going to be hitting yourself into this Wands energy. This is Six of Wands victory. All right? Once you get into this energy, you'll take on another frequency altogether. You'll be moving into, Spirit is saying that's it. You're going to be moving straight into, excuse me, this goddess energy, this empress energy. This is upgrade. It's different. The Empress is beyond any of these queens, especially this Queen of Swords. Look at that. Especially is the energy that she's coming in. Look at that coloring. Coming into temper and to transform. You'll have that victory. Now I'm seeing that for you guys, once all you need is a little bit of willingness, they're saying. Because look at you. You're here in this Page of Wands. This is somebody who's dragging their feet. They're like, all right, God, what do you have? Show up, show out. But you're carrying this Ace of Wands in your hand. You're carrying it, and you may not believe it. You may not see where it's coming from. But I feel that once you do, and you are enlightened with this energy, you are electrified by this energy, you are ignited by this energy, I think that soon this little Page of Wands will be able to look around and look at what's going on. Look at all these trees with all these fruits. Yes, she can go and pick some, but not from here. She's got to go out into the world, and she's got to go pick those fruits to get the fruits of her labor, to get new understandings, whatever it is that is waiting to be given birth to her, and whatever gifts are waiting to come in for her. Ooh, I said come into her. Oh, that's telling me there are new people. For some of you, you're getting new love. For some of you, for sure. But whatever it is, they're saying you've got to let go of this situation that's on your mind. And you will, once you get into this space and you accept this energy. You'll look around and you'll be like, oh my God, I have gifts to do. I'm inspired. I got to make moves. I got to make tracks. And you're going to leave this place that you're in, and you're going to turn around and walk away from this heartbreak. Spirit is saying that once you start to make that walk away, you're no longer going to be feeling this energy. Like, you won't have the perception anymore, like, I'm being left behind. This person did me wrong. This blah, blah. You will have stepped into something higher, and your words will be different. Your way of life will be different. Your friends will be different. Your perceptions, your perspectives will be different. you're moving to a higher level. And honestly, when I do these readings every morning, I'm like, God, please don't just give me the state of affairs. I'd like to know where they're going, what's going on at a higher level. And that's why so much of my readings speak about cycles and macroscopic things like sacred curriculums and things like that. Otherwise, we just get lost in yet another reading about he said, she said, and that's not what we're here for. To be honest, it really isn't. Because with a quick change of perspective, it's like all of those things no longer matter. I mean, I know it's hard to say that after you've lost your husband or your wife after 23 years of marriage to some person half your age, and then they took your money, they left, they're not even there with the kids. I know it's hard to believe that, but there are people out there who have transmuted those stories, who have come out the other end. They've lost everything and they realize that, wow. And I know it sounds strange, but sometimes you'll even hear them say like, thank you, God, for that, because I see that where I am now, it's like it's night and day, and I'd much rather be under this circumstance and fully awake than to be living that old life, which I see now wasn't even really me. Okay, so let's give everyone a break in this storyline that we have, and let's the he said, she said, let's give them a break for today, and let's turn our attention to this and see what's here. So stop grieving what you think you've lost and turn your attention to what is already literally in your energy field. It's surrounding you. Otherwise, we couldn't read this. Okay? All right, guys, I have to go. I have a full day ahead of me, and thank you so much for tuning in. By the way, if you've ordered readings for me, private readings, I've most likely reached out to you already to let you know that that's coming towards this weekend. Yeah, Thursdays, I'm just not in the office, all right? Or not in my room. My room is my office. All right, so, because I'm somewhere else in an office teaching people, so I have to go. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be back on the grind, and I thank you so much, guys. Mwah. Much love. I'll be responding to comments later, and if any information comes through for you guys spiritually on the comments, then I'll include it. Okay? All right, bye. Love you guys. Have a nice day. Bye.